Today, I'll be sharing a chair yoga practice with you that you can do anytime to take a break, move some energy through your body, and feel a little bit more of that calm sense of energized for the rest of whatever your day has in store for you. Welcome back to the Seasonal Intentions channel. I'm Emily Reed, and I believe you can feel great all year round, even if you've been spending a lot of time sitting in a chair. You'll need a chair for today's practice. Ideally, the chair sits flat on the floor, no rollers, and has a steady back for you to hold on to and lean against. So today I have in mind for you a head to toe refresh, perhaps leaning just a little forward away from the back of the chair. Dip your chin down towards your chest. Feel your head heavy. Feel gravity drawing it towards the earth. And notice any sensations that you're aware of in the back of the neck, even into the base of the skull. And if your hands are on your lap, see if it feels different if you bring your arms by your sides and let them kind of hang a little bit more. And then bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, any amount. And if you like, take your left hand, and if it feels safe, hold the head and very gently draw it over in that direction. It might just be enough to have the weight of the hand, and it might be too much, in which case bring the hand back down by your side. To change this experience a little bit more, you can reach the right fingertips out and down away from you a bit. And then maybe you start to sense things further down into the arm and the shoulder. And then release your right hand, release your left hand, bring your chin back heavy towards your chest. Pause here in the center for a moment. And then bring your right ear over to your right shoulder for the other side. Oh, this side feels different. What's true for you over here? So if you want, you can take the same side hand to your head. Sometimes just the weight helps, sometimes a gentle pull. Or you can reach the left hand out and down away from you, any amount. And then after you feel complete on that side, release the arms, bring the chin heavy again towards your chest. And then take both hands sort of to the sides of your head, maybe fingertips around the ears, and imagine yourself kind of picking up your head. And if you like, you can very gently pull a little bit, like you're trying to bring your skull up off of your body. You won't succeed in doing so. But imagine that you could sort of replace it back down, like you're relieving some of the gravity and then letting gravity take hold. Nice. All right, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And then change directions. Nice. And then bring the hands to the shoulders themselves. And almost like you have chicken wings, imagine that the elbows are going to try to touch in front of you. And then open the wings as far back behind you as you can. You might feel yourself arching slightly. And then bring the elbows forward, round the upper back. It might feel like you're slouching. It might feel really good. And go back and forth a few times. And if anywhere along the way it feels really good to stay and kind of, like that slouch in the upper back for me feels really good right now. Feel free to stay there a little bit longer. You decide the speed. Nice. And then take the arms out to the side, more of a upright spine, so you're not arching or rounding per se. And start to make some circles. They could be small, watch out for anything that might be in your way, or they could be big. And you could do one at a time. If you feel like having both out there feels like too much, go a few times in both directions and for both arms if you're doing it split up. Nice. And then sit forward a little bit into your the tip of your seat, so you can take the knees wider, the feet flat on the ground, and the hands on the tops of the thighs close to the knees. And lean forward just enough that you can dip your left shoulder down, and you're going to gently press away with the other hand, almost like you're twisting and turning the belly to the right. And then come to the starting position and switch sides. Dip your right shoulder down, turn and twist the other way. And then back to the start. Try that one more time to each side. And then bring the feet a little bit closer in so you can slide the hands down and take a forward fold between the legs. Feel free to grab the head here, sort of interlace the fingers behind the neck, and very gently draw the head even closer to the earth. If that feels like too much, let your arms hang towards the floor. And then help yourself back up with the hands on the top of the knees. Slowly come back up. Ooh, sometimes there's a blood pressure moment there. All right. Now you're going to turn sideways to the left and mostly have just your left side or your left cheek on your chair. And then your right foot's going to step behind you, almost like you're in a bit of a lunge, but both knees are very deeply bent. So the top of your right foot will be holding you in place on the ground. And then interlace the fingers and press the backs of your hands, so the knuckle side forward, and start to round into your back. And this helps if your leg is way off the chair here, that right leg. So just your left thigh is on the chair. And you might be getting some feelings not just in the arms and the back, but starting down through the quad, maybe even the side of the hip. And then shift forward, bring the hands to your chest, elbows try to come back, but your body's in the way, right? So arch slightly, look up if possible. And then round into yourself, send the knuckles forward, chin to chest, round, curl up. Nice. And then back up to sit, hands on the chest, arch slightly, look up. And try that a couple more times. Again, if it feels good to pause in the rounded back portion or anywhere else along the way, take a few moments there. And then when you feel complete, scoot yourself around to the other side so that now your right thigh is steady on the chair and your left foot is a little bit behind you like a lunge. Interlace the fingers. Bonus points if you put the other thumb on top, just to do it the funky way, the weird way. Trick your brain a little bit. And then take your knuckles forward, round your back, chin to chest. And then hands come to the chest, look forward or slightly up. And then round again. Couple times back and forth on this side. And when you feel complete over here, scoot yourself back around to the first side. So have your left thigh on the chair, your right foot steadying you behind you. And take your hands straight out in front, about shoulder height. Now I have a tendency to kind of lean back when I do that, which is totally fine. But see if instead you can reach your left hand forward, almost like you're sliding the two hands apart, and then reach your right arm forward. Keep the elbows as straight as possible, but if your arms feel heavy, you can bend them. So you're reaching one side and then reaching the other. Creating some space, hopefully, in the side body, near the ribs. Nice. And then grab onto your chair. Hopefully the back of your chair is right there for your left hand to grab onto. And take the right arm up and over and arch over to the left, towards the back of the chair. So we're not falling over away from the chair, going towards the chair. All right. Slowly return to your starting position and bring your arms forward again, just one more time. Hands, palms facing each other together. And now twist so that your right hand comes out and back behind you as far as feels comfortable. Open up like a book cover. Reach both hands away from each other. And then turn towards the front again. Both hands come back together. And then open, twist, and then close. Try one more in this direction. And then if possible, you're going to take the opposite hand towards the chair and hopefully above the back of your chair and behind you, twisting the other way. Ooh, that's a little crunchier for me, a little more restricted. See what's true for you as you try one more the other side. Beautiful. And then scoot yourself around. Whew. To do the same on the other side. So now your right thigh is supported by the chair, your left foot is helping you stay upright. Take the arms forward and do that sliding movement. Reach one hand and then the other. Oh, right at the end range, it feels so good. For me anyway. See what's true for you. Nice. And after a few of those, rest your right hand on the back of your chair. Take your left arm up and over for the side body stretch, other side. And sometimes here you can feel this down past the hip through to the leg a little bit. Nice. Slowly come back up to your starting position. Take your arms forward, palms together, and open the left arm to twist away from the chair. Big open, almost like an embrace. And then close, palms together. Try two more twists in that same direction. And then we'll switch direction. So now your right hand will come behind you, up and over the back of the chair, hopefully. And try to reach back as far as possible on that side. One more time. Nice. All right, I'm feeling a little heat in the shoulders. I don't know about you. Come back around to sit with both feet on the ground for a moment. And then let's keep moving down the body. I said head to toe, so the hips are feeling like they're next. So take your left ankle and try to cross it on top of your right thigh. So you're making a figure four. And usually it helps to be a little bit more on the front edge. If it's not possible at the ankle, you can cross the thigh over thigh, or you can cross the shins down below the knee. Now you might be feeling already like there's some stretch happening in that outer hip. If you want a little more, or your body feels like there's space to do it, lean forward. You can hold yourself on the legs. Some of you may even want to reach for the floor. And then back away into your starting position so you can switch legs and do the other side. Right ankle over the left thigh this time. This side feels a little more restricted for me, or tight is a word that we sometimes use. So it might look different on this side. Maybe you don't lean forward. Maybe you lean back, right? Or if you're crossed at the shin and you lean forward, you might feel some different sensations. So honor whatever differences you have on this side. Nice, and then back away. If you're folded, uncross the legs and come on up to stand. Maybe you use the back of the chair just to hold on so you can shake out one leg, shake out the other leg. And then see if you can take your left foot to the seat of your chair and have yourself sort of at perhaps a slight angle. So you're not torquing, you're maybe facing the chair a little bit more. And then start to walk the hands down towards the floor. So it's almost like you're folding towards the floor, but you've got one leg on the chair. And my hope is that this feels good. You can let the hands rest on the chair. You could bend your standing leg a little bit for stability, or you can let the head and the arms hang next to the chair. And then use the hands on the chair or on your leg to help you back up. And then switch sides. Step down and step the right foot up on the seat of your chair. So we're getting a little bit of that spaciousness in the inner leg, but then hopefully also in the back body as you start to reach the fingertips down, folding. Either let the hands rest on the chair or maybe let them hang down towards the floor. Nice, and then help yourself back up, nice and easy. Beautiful, step down, and with your hands either on the seat of the chair, the back of the chair, or if you prefer your desk, if that feels more stable, take the hands on that desk or chair and walk the feet back for a chair variation of downward facing dog. So the legs, the knees can be a little bit bent, your hips are reaching back, and your arms are relatively straight. Take a moment here. And then walk towards the chair to come up and out of this. And hold on to the back of the chair. Take your left foot back so the top of your toes are on the floor. If you're wearing shoes, it'll feel maybe like you get a little bit less out of this, but that's okay. You can wear your shoes or you can use it as an excuse to take them off. We're trying to get a nice stretch through the front arch of the leg. Excuse me. Some of you might even choose to feel a little taller and almost arch back slightly. That's why we're holding on to the chair. So you get that length from the tops of the toes all the way up to the chest and shoulders. Nice. And then steady yourself on both feet so you can switch sides. Take the top of your other foot back. Press down against the floor any amount to feel the stretch, and skip this. Skip anything that doesn't feel right, or if you've stubbed a toe recently or had a foot injury. And then option to lift a little bit up higher from the waist to the shoulders. Maybe you even arch back slightly. Nice. And then steady yourself on 2 feet. Keep a hold of the chair if you like. And then rise up. So the heels lift, you're on the toes, and lower down. Lift and lower a few times. Waking up the feet a little bit more. Maybe you feel this in the calf muscles as well. You can test your balance and see what happens when you let go of the chair. Nice. All right. Step down with both feet. Reach the arms out to the side and overhead. Look up. Bring the palms together through down to your chest, all the way down towards the belly, and circle the arms again. Sweep to the sides and up overhead. And then lower the hands coming through center by your chest. One last time. Reach out and then up. And this time let the palms rest at your chest. Your thumbs might touch your sternum. If you like, you can close the eyes. And feel your feet rooting down into the earth. Feel the crown of your head lifting you up towards the sky. Notice your body breathing, beating, blood flowing. When you're ready, open the eyes. My hope is that today's practice has you ready to step out into whatever's next in your day. If you liked this practice, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that I know this is the kind of content you want to see more of. I'll see you next time.